What's up, y'all? How you doing? Welcome to the JB and I show. I am your host, Isaac Middleton. What's up, y'all? How you doing? Alright, for those of y'all who don't know me, I am Isaac M, also known as the Firehawk. Isaac Firehawk Middleton here. And I also am 8010AZ on Twitch. I sing. I also write music. I'm an actor. I have a lot of different things that I'm doing. And of course, I'm the host of this show, the JB and I show. It's an honor and a privilege to have you here. Thank you for being here. Because you could be anywhere else, but you chose to be here. You know what I'm saying? And just for being here, just for viewing, you are now a part of the team. You're part of Team Firehawk, and I'm glad you're here. Thank you for being here. All right. I always give a shout out to everyone who's having a birthday this month, this week, or today, anytime this month. You know, happy birthday! Happy birthday to you and many more. Absolutely. And for everyone who is celebrating an anniversary this month, this week, or today, happy anniversary. Happy anniversary to you and many more. Hopefully you have an excellent and wonderful anniversary day, week, or however long you choose to celebrate it. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Happy anniversary. So today we're going to be talking about pop culture, weight loss, more specifically my weight loss journey. I'm going to try to encourage you and motivate you and all that good stuff here on the JB and I show. And the JB and I show is brought to you by myfitwatch.net, where you can find my items. Yes, myfitwatch.net is my online store. You can see the link below. I have a link tree below as well. You can join my Discord, Firehawk City. There's so much stuff to do there. And I also do giveaways from time to time as well. So yeah, join my Discord also, and it'll be a pleasure to see you guys there. And as I mentioned earlier, I do stream on Twitch as well. And we're going to get into a little bit of that a little bit later during this episode, okay? Because the JB and I show is also a podcast. Yes! Hello to all my podcast listeners out there. What's up? Thank you for listening, and thank you for viewing to all my YouTube and video viewers out there. What's up? How you doing? Thank you for checking out the JB and I show. All right? You guys rock. I'm totally thrilled and honored to have you guys here, and thank you so much for your support. Be sure to comment below, because there's so many people. When they see me in person, they'll tell me everything that they think about and stuff, but they won't leave a comment. I'm like, come on, leave a comment, you know? And also, subscribe for more videos, because there's a lot of people that they don't subscribe, but they'll watch the video, and I'm like, come on, subscribe. That'll help me out. That'll help me out. All right, y'all. Love you guys. And continue to be awesome, because you are awesome, all right? So if no one told you that, I'm telling you it now. You're awesome, all right? So let's get this ball rolling. All right. Yes. Welcome to the JB and I show again. I'm your host, Isaac M. Isaac the Firehawk Middleton. You can find me on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and even TikTok. Absolutely. You can also find me, my music rather, on Spotify, Amazon, Apple, iTunes, all major digital platforms. Okay, you can find me there, Isaac M. Sometimes you might have to type in the title of the song, like "It's On" is the title of the song, and also Isaac M. To find me. But I am there. So might take a little bit of work, but I'm there. Trust me. And if you don't find me, comment below, and I'll help you out. But I would like for you to comment below anyway, and just let me know what you think about the JB&I show and the direction that it's going and such like that, which moved me into the first phase of what we're going to talk about. This is kind of like a Q&A type of thing, because I would like to get your feedback on it. You know, I like running polls every once in a while to get your thoughts and your input and such like that, and to make it more interactive for you and more fun. You know, I like having fun. You know what I mean? So, if you would like for the JB&I show to be live at least like once or twice a month, let me know. Comment below, and we'll see about doing that. You know, making the JB&I show live. If I do go live, it's going to be live on, right now I think it's 3 platforms. So it's going to be live on Twitch under podcasts, and it's going to be live on YouTube as well as Facebook. Now, I might choose some other platforms and such like that. I'm open to suggestions, so feel free to, you know, comment below and let me know what your thoughts are on that, okay? And when I do go live, I will have moderators. No, but I will give you an opportunity to talk with me live on air and everything like that, and it will also be recorded, as well as I'll be live, but it will also be recorded. So we're gonna do a opening segment and such like that, where I might do a monologue and an intro and such like that, and then we'll go into the content of today. If you have any topics that you would like for me to talk about, let me know that as well, okay? And also, if you have any videos that you would like for me to commentate on, to review and talk about on the show, let me know that as well. So that's 3 different things. So it's going live, all right? If you would like that, and how often you would like for us to go live, and also the topics that you would like to see, you know, go live and such like that, and any videos that you would like me to review when we go live, okay? So that's the first thing I wanted to get out of the way, because I thought about doing a live show, and the frequency and such like that really depends on the engagement and everything, you know, because it is a business, and as much I do want you to have fun, I do want you to enjoy yourself, but it is a business. So if there's not that much engagement, and if we go live and nobody show up or anything like that, that would suck though. That would really suck. Like, we live, y'all. Crickets. Oh my goodness. That'll be the shortest live stream ever. But anyway. But for real, yeah, let me know what your thoughts on that, and then I set a plan and I set a schedule, so you know exactly when we go live, and we'll go live the same time every week and such like that, and then we'll keep it going that way. So we'll be live on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook if we get enough people to say that they would like for us to go live. And I have a low bar. If we get like 100 people saying, yeah, go live, I would like that, I'll do it. 100 people, you know what I'm saying? I will do it as low as 50 people, you know what I'm saying? Say, yeah, let's go live. I'd like to be on the show, talk with you, chop it up, you know, talk about different topics and such like that. I'll do it. I'll do it as low as 25. We'll get 25 people. Yeah, 25 people. I'll go live, and I do this at the set time every week. All right, 25 people. And then a topic that y'all would like for us to talk about, whether it be movies, TV shows, pop culture topic, you know, a popular topic, a trending topic, video. We could talk about a video. I mean, yo, it's an open book. Let's have fun. All right. So that's what I wanted to talk to you about. That's the first segment, okay? Now the second one, and that goes in conjunction with where I would like the show to go, because I would like to do some live shows, but I also want to get the engagement and everything in there with people being there, so that we can have a back and forth and such like that. And I set a set schedule to that, so that you know that I'll be live at that time every time. Absolutely. But I need to let y'all. I need to get y'all to let me know if that's what's something that y'all want to do. If I don't get no, if nobody don't say anything, then I'm gonna assume that y'all don't want it. So that's just being honest. Okay. All right. Next thing I want to talk about is my weight loss journey, weight loss in general, and also staying motivated to continue your weight loss. Which is a quick plug for my Discord, which is Firehawk City, which is in the link tree below. And in the Discord in Firehawk City, I have several different channels, if you would. They call it channels, I call it sections, but it's the same thing. It's several different sections, and one of the sections is fitness and motivation. Okay. And in that section, I have a bunch of videos from a lot of different YouTubers talking about fitness stuff. And I try to put as much organic green stuff in there as possible. Organic green stuff basically just means that it never expires. It's going to be good pretty much forever. So some of the videos might be from 2017. I think one I got from 2015. But the information is still valid today, if that makes sense. If you have any questions, comment below and I'll be happy to answer. I was a personal trainer once upon a time. I am not anymore. I got enough plates a little bit there. But and so I want to motivate you in your fitness journey as I tell you about my fitness journey, so that you can see my pitfalls, my shortcomings, but also you can see that it is possible and that it can be done. A lot of times what tend to happen with a lot of people who are trying to lose weight, it seems like it's way over here. Like it's way out there and that you can never reach it, but that's not true. You can reach it. And so I just want to make it more realistic for you as I go through my weight loss journey and my pitfalls and me. Oh yeah, I gotta start over again, y'all. I gotta start over one more time. I had to have that pie, I had to have that pie, yeah. But and so and that's why I want to go through that with you, so that I can motivate you and you can see my success in it. And the success doesn't come at a perfect thing, that there are pitfalls along the way, but it's that consistency, that learning, that discipline, all of that, and that consistent motivation, and I was like, yeah, well, I think if I share that, it helps me because it keeps me accountable for what I need to do. But I think also it can help you because you can see the different phases where it's just like, oh yeah, it's not perfect all the way through. Yeah, he started over several times and he made it, he did good and he's maintaining it, So I was like, okay, well, if I could show them that, then maybe that can encourage them to, keep going and make it as well, because you can do it too. It's not going to be easy. It's not a cakewalk. It's not, but it is doable. And you might fail, you might slip up, you might have to get that last piece of candy or that last slice of pie, whatever. But you can do it, what I'm saying? And that's why I have that section in there in the Discord, so that you can see all the different fitness professionals talk about pretty much the same thing, and in their own way, okay? So you see what I do, and I will go through as I get more time. I will go through and do different workouts and such like that, so you can actually see me doing these different workouts and everything. But I also will post stuff mainly in the Discord, as well. What I used to have, which I didn't do last year because of the pandemic, and I think, did I do it the year before? I think I did it the year before, but it was fitness in the summertime. And basically, to be fit in the summertime, you got to start way early, you know, say start in the winter to be ready for summer, you know. And so and I have like different volumes that came out all the way up until summer. And so when the summer comes out, if you were following my videos, you were ready for summer, you know, type of thing. Okay. And so that's what I wanted to do, and I wanted to encourage you to continue your fitness plan, your fitness goals, and such like that. I have a friend who does bodybuilding, and he's come a long way from when we first met 2 years ago, I want to say. Maybe it was 3. But he had that was the admiration of being a fitness pro, a bodybuilder, you know, and fast forward these 3 years, it's like, wow, you know, this dude has come a long way, you know what I'm saying? And and he's had his share of, you know, pitfalls, but he's remained focused, you know, he's remained diligent, you know. Life happens, you know, but he was able to get back in the gym. He was able to work out at home. You know, sometimes you got to make time to get to where you want to be. You know, sometimes it's not always handed to you on a silver platter. Sometimes you got to work for it, okay? And so that was something that I had to teach myself, because I could get lazy, y'all. I have a T-shirt that has "Fight the Laziness." I think I got it on one of the poster thing behind me. It's called "Fight the Laziness." I made a T-shirt out of it, and that was to remind myself and also to let everybody know, yeah, we all get lazy from time to time. We all don't feel like doing anything. You know what I'm saying? We all get there. We all get like, I don't feel like doing. I don't feel like doing nothing today. I'm sorry. I'm laying down. Yeah, that's my excuse. So, but that's why I'm like, nah, I gotta get this done, because, and then the other reason why I annotated, and I went over this in my 5 steps to help you stay motivated, the 5 steps to help you reach your goals, was, you know, I posted, and I have an accountability for myself. So when I don't do it, I have to let everybody know, oh, yeah, I didn't work out today. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that actually motivate me to, you know, work out, because I'd be like, yeah, I don't feel like it. Excuse me. And I'm like, okay, no, I'm gonna go work out, because the last thing I want them, especially my friends will rag on me, be like, okay, you ain't working out. You want a cake with that too? So stay motivated. You can do it, all right? And it might seem like you're not doing anything, but if you're just starting, you're just starting. And if you hit the plateau, then you just probably have to switch it up a little bit. You have to recalibrate. You probably got a little too lax on one thing or the other. You know, these things happen. And the lower you go, I'm gonna make sure I say this right. The lower you go in body fat percentage, the more attention you have to pay to your food intake. That was so hard to say. Okay. All right. So what you're eating, the calories, macros, your nutrients, all of that. All right. Okay. And just because it might be popular doesn't mean that it's right for you. Okay. So the popular diet might be a broccoli diet. You know, doesn't mean that broccoli diet is good for you. All right. So do your research as well. All right. So sometimes you have to do your own due diligence, at least to that extent. Okay. YouTube University. All right. So next thing I want to talk about is pop culture. And I wrote down the definition of pop culture is basically generally recognized by members of society as a set of practices, beliefs, and objects that are dominant or prevalent in a society at a particular point of time or a given time. Like the 80s. The 80s had its thing. Let me see if the bangs was one. The I call it the Cyndi Lauper shirt that was popular, and stuff like that. So every era has its look, if you would, which is really interesting because it's not necessarily intended to be that way, but it is, So some of the pop culture stuff I talk about: movies, I talk about TV shows, I talk about video games, and I enjoy talking about it. And there have been a lot of movies and TV shows and such coming out or came out already, and some stuff that I still want to see. But I'm really happy to be working, and I'm really happy to be busy. Is a little off topic, what I'm saying, but or it could be a segue. I've been poor before, okay, and it's not fun. It's not fun at all to be poor. It's not fun to be hungry. That's not fun at all. Okay. So I decided that I was going to work hard and do my due diligence and get to a better place in life. Okay. And I'm so happy that God has and is blessing me. You will, I'm going to say this, and I mean no disrespect to any YouTuber, any streamer, any podcaster, anybody. Okay. There are several YouTubers out there, podcasters and such, that will discredit God and come up with their own precepts of what God is and such like that. And this is across the board. This is, any religion, I believe in God. I was raised a Christian. I am a Christian. I'm still a Christian. And I believe I've gotten as far as I've gotten because of God. His blessings and everything. Yes, I work hard. Yes, I done my due diligence and everything like that. But I am always going to give God the credit for the stuff that has been positively affected me in my life. Okay. Not that bad things don't happen. Bad things do happen, but I won't, I give God honor and the glory, okay? I will always do that, Some podcasters don't do it because they don't believe for whatever reason, or because of some experience that they've gone through, or because, and this is true as well, because they find that by not doing it, they get more money. Hey, it's the truth. But I will always give honor to God. Okay, that's me. That's my choosing. All right. I have a bunch of friends all across the board, but that's me specifically. I won't necessarily talk about this in my podcast or in my videos continuously in this caliber because I usually talking about movies or fitness and this, that, and other. But when I talk about the things and the gifts and the blessings in my life, I call it blessings because that's what it is to me. And the gifts and the stuff that I've been blessed with, and that's how I am going to view it. So if I win an Emmy, I'm going to give honor to God, praise and glory to God. I want to recognize my mom and my dad and my family and my supporters, but God is going to be in there for me, I have nothing against the universe. I have nothing against the universe. I might trigger some people in this, and I might have to, click certain buttons when I post this on YouTube. But I have nothing against the universe. In my opinion, and in my thought pattern, God created the universe. So if it's a particular system of a setup of a particular way, God created the universe. So I'm still going to give credit and honor to God. You know what I'm saying? So if I was to hire a mechanic to change my tire, I'm not going to thank the jack and the tire iron. No, I'm going to thank the mechanic because he's the one, Even if he might hook it up to the machine and the machine do all the work, he's still the mechanic, you know. All right, enough on that. So if I triggered you, sorry, not sorry, but you know, that's me. I respect the Lord, you know. Okay. Now I'm gonna stand firm on that. And if that caused people to shy away from me, and if that caused people to unsubscribe from me, if that caused me to lose money, which will hurt, I'm still gonna stand firm with my belief in God, okay? With that being said, I give honor and glory to God for as far as I've gotten, and I'm thankful that I am no longer struggling like I was some short years ago. You know, I think everyone who took this journey of entertainment, whether it's podcasts, acting, singing, music, unless you have parents that were and are looking out for you, you've went through that stretch of, oh my God, I'm hungry and I have no idea when I'm going to eat again. Okay, that's a real thing. Okay, I'm glossing over a lot of stuff, and if this one of the topics you want me to talk on, I'll be happy to talk about it. All right, if it's not, whatever. Okay. All right, so in pop culture, every generation, every decade has its theme, has its look, has what it's known for, what people, you know, magnet to, you know, MC Hammer, 90s era, you know, Michael Jackson, you would say 80s, but he was like an icon, so he kind of flew into everything. Tupac, they're still playing his music today, you know. Michael Jackson too, and Prince, you know. But you know, and stuff like that. I mean, you can still go places and find radio stations playing Al Green, as I mentioned earlier, Michael Jackson, Prince, what is someone, Smokey Robinson, you know, all of these musical icons, you know, Patti LaBelle, Whitney Houston, Aretha Franklin, you know, geniuses, you know. So I would like to be there one day, you know, as I create my songs and work on it and develop it and try to improve consistently. I honestly thought about how many albums I got left in me. I'm like, how many albums do I got left? How many albums do I got left in me? I think I got at least 2 to 3 more albums left in me, you know. One being the gospel EP, which I'm currently working on, which should be out next year. Ooh, before I go on, I must give a shout out and a big recognition to CT. CT is dope. Across all digital platforms, CT is dope. He came out with the comic book, y'all, and now he got merchandise. I'm gonna definitely be wearing some of his merchandise too. But CT, definitely check him out. Instagram, YouTube, Twitch. You know, CT is dope. He has a comic book that's out, and it's only $4.99? I said $5 probably plus tax, but you know, $4.99. You know, check it out. CT is dope. I definitely, if I can get to your level, bruh, I definitely want to put me out a comic book too. Mine be more superhero based in that aspect, but I'm painting a universe. But yeah, that's awesome, man. Awesome. Big ups to you, man, for real. Support my brother, CT. All right, so back to what I was saying. I would love to put out some more music, and I'm going to put out some more music I'm currently working on and such like that. I want you guys to enjoy it. I want y'all to love it. And so I'm nervous about it because I want to, how do I put it? I want this gospel EP means so much to me because I'm talking about God and I've come through so much, and I want to give him the honor and the glory in that song, and I want to have the song to be enjoyed, and when you listen to it, it resonates with you. You know, that's what I want. from the lyrics to the vocals to the music, the whole nine. All right, and I have not been always successful in that attempt, and so that's what caused me to delay or tarry, if you would. All right, and this shirt you can find at myfitwatch.net, and is one of my designs. I also want to thank you for your support in that, and supporting me in myfitwatch.net. It's in the link tree below. It's in the description box, so definitely check it out. I'm always open to suggestions, and I'm always, trying to create more stuff. And if I enjoy something or I'm moved by something, I try to create something in regards to that as well. So yeah, hopefully you like it, and I'm always up for your opinions. Now, I can't just give CT a shout out without also giving a shout out to his wife Tangerine, and I also want to give a shout out to my brothers, both of them, and my sister, as well as my mom and all my family members. Big shout out to you guys, and thank you for your support. All of my friends, and one of my friends contacted me today. I call him Superman, because he's way bigger than me. I call him Superman. Thank you for your support. Thank you all for your support. Thank you guys. Really appreciate it. That's why I put out that thank you video several weeks ago, because I wanted to give a shout out to everyone who's ever supported me in my efforts. This includes, but not limited to, music, acting, all of my other endeavors, some of everything, And so I just want to thank you straight up. I cannot thank you enough for your support and everything like that. Going back to my Discord server, Firehawk City, I have a financial section in there, and in that financial section, I have other YouTubers like Graham Stephan, Meet Kevin, Andre Zick, myself, and I'm going to put more and more in there, but I have all of that in there so that you can, these are YouTube videos, so that you can look at it and see it, and hopefully be inspired by it, And this comes to my motivational section. I want to go through it, but I don't want to rush through everything now, so I want to talk about everything, I don't want to rush through it. And the reason why I first started trying to motivate people is because I've seen all the negativity out there, all the negative stuff. There's no shortage of negativity and pitfalls, and just people and entities and even companies just hating, just coming against you for no reason, So I just wanted to motivate you and encourage you today, to let you know that you can do it. You might not have a dream of being a YouTuber. You might not have a dream of being a singer. You might not have a dream of being a painter or a Twitch professional or or anything like that. You might have a dream of being an engineer. You might have a dream of being a scientist. You might have a dream of being a teacher, a doctor, and there's nothing wrong with that. I want to encourage you to let you know that you can do it. It's going to take work. It's going to take hard work. I'm not trying to marginalize any aspect of work. When I first started YouTube, there was no shortage of people to tell me that it wasn't a real job. There was no shortage of people to tell me that, I'm wasting my time. I need to get a real job. What do you do for real? That's what I would get, and it was discouraging. That overwhelming negativity, when it hits you, it can stop you dead in your tracks. It pretty much almost stopped me. I was like, wow, am I doing the right thing? I was like, okay, I gotta focus. I can do this. I can do this. I had to convince myself. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy going to audition after audition for them to be like, no, 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 no. It wasn't easy, you know. And so when I finally got a yeah, I almost thought they said no. Like, yeah. I'm like, what? What was that? Was that a yeah? That was it. That was it. That was a yes. That was a yes. All right. Yeah. All right. All right. Let's do this. Okay. Let's do this. You know. But and I like watching Kevin Hart, hearing his story. I like watching The Rock, hearing his story. You know, and that's a part of their history now. You know, The Rock coming from Hawaii, as he put it, getting kicked out of Hawaii. You know, going somewhere. You know, thinking he's going to go to the NFL. He made it farther than I ever did. I never made it to. You know what I'm saying? So he made it. He made it there. He got cut, but he made it there. I didn't even make it there. So, and then watching Kevin Hart when he talks about, what stuck out in my mind was when he was talking about he was doing stand up in the bowling alley. And I first I couldn't grasp the concept, and then I thought about it. And then they rolled the pin and go, cling, 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 and he's in the middle. I'm like, oh, that is so embarrassing. That would suck, And hearing about the stuff that he done, and then seeing that he was able to make that transition, if you would, and grow, and developing to improve. I'm like, wow, okay, and I wasn't thinking that I could do it. But at the same time, I was thinking, okay, I can give this a shot. If I'm going to give this a shot, I have to really try, And I've talked with friends of mine about it, about acting and entertainment and everything. I talk with my family about it, And I was like, okay, well, if I'm going to do this, I have to do it, I can't be BSing around. I have to put forth a solid effort. And it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy to try to put forth that solid effort, knowing the possibility of failure. And knowing that if you fail, you out on the streets. Not from the streets, you on the streets. You on the streets, And I'm like, man, okay, well, let's do it. And I did, And I failed several times, I'm better now, but I'm still struggling to that degree, I still have a lot of negativity that will flow my way, but I'm like, no, I know better. All right. But I say all of that to say that you can do it too, that it's not going to be easy to try to achieve your dreams, but it can be done. It's going to take effort. It's going to take focus. It's going to take research. It's going to take resilience, endurance, consistency, all of that, but it can be done. Now, if you, what's the word? Pivot. If you pivot, that's your decision that you have to make as well. When I pivoted from, like, I'm still doing music, but it's not my primary focus anymore. Like, if you were to go back 10 years, music was my primary focus. That's all I cared about. But when I made that pivot, it wasn't a rash decision. It was an in-depth thought process of, can I do this? What am I going to do? What should I do? I even doubted myself. I did. I had people to come back and tell me, no, man, you said you're going to do it. Let's do this, man. You can do it. And I'm like, okay, let's do this. Oh my. So I want to encourage you as well, to let you know that you can do it, and that it won't be easy, that you can do it. If it's losing weight, make sure that you check in with your doctor. Make sure you're getting cleared with your doctor to do these different exercises or whatever it's called. If you have the money and able to hire a personal trainer, hire a personal trainer so you can get that extra motivation to keep you going. But they can't make you do it, but they're there to help you, help motivate you to do it. You see what I'm saying? And there's always that money factor. Yeah, that's there. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you might have to pivot here and there for several different reasons or outcomes and such like that. That might happen, you know. But it doesn't mean that you can't do it, and it doesn't mean that you won't be good at it, okay? I don't remember who said it, but it was like the worst thing that could ever happen is to you not to even try. Because if you try and give it your all and fail, fine. Yeah, it might hurt, but still, fine. But if you never try, yeah, yeah. See what I'm saying? So give it your all. You know, if you're gonna do it, give it your all. No half stepping, no half measures. If you're gonna do it, do it. All right. All right, y'all. I think I done talked your ear off long enough. Um, I have a playlist which does have my music in it. It's on my website. It's on the IME website. IME is short for I Middleton Entertainment, which is my company. It's a small microscopic company. Hopefully I can grow it a little bit bigger than what it is now. Hire some people and stuff. But on there, under IME Music, I have 3 playlists. One is gospel music. The other one is workout music. And then the last one is calming and relaxing music. Okay. And so those playlists are there for you guys. Y'all can play it. It doesn't cost a thing or whatever. It's there on the website. It's the IME website, which is also in the description below. Oh, wherever the description is, the description might be on the side. It's on this side. No, it's on this side. No, it's below. No, it's above. But anyway, I'm just being silly. But yeah, you can find it. I really want you guys to achieve your dreams and achieve your goals. I want y'all to be happy. And if that is what's going to make you happy, let's do that, okay? Not talking all the mess. Well, what will make me happy? Yeah, no. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, you know. Okay. All right. I think that's it. Let me know what movies that y'all have seen and want to see. Also, let me know what music you guys like, okay, in genre and such like that. And we could talk and everything like that. I think that'll be fun. All right. Comment, like, share, like it if you like it. You know, hopefully you got something out of it, got some motivation out of it. I'm not a word lyricist. I probably should be, but I'm not. I just want to encourage you and let you know how awesome you are, because you are awesome. You are an asset to this society. You are a needed component of this neighborhood and community. And without you, we fail. Well, not necessarily, but we'll miss you. But if you don't do anything, but I'm encourage you to do something. You know, whatever you choose to do. Be a teacher, be a rocket scientist, be a nurse, be a doctor, RN, whatever you choose. A singer, artist, whatever, you know. Even if you're doing some stuff as a hobby, you know, to test the waters, if you would. We all done that. I've done it with my last album. The last album I came out with is calming and relaxing music. I came out with it, and before I actually did the album, I came out with some songs on YouTube just to see, because it's outside my genre. I normally do gospel and R&B, and this is calming and relaxing music. Falls in a totally different category, a totally different set, all of that. And I'm like, man, I'm not gonna get no no plays on this day, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be 3 years later. He got 5 plays in 3 years, yeah. You know. So, but when I did put out there, I got a decent amount of traction, and that gave me the courage that I needed to produce that album and get it out there. And even to this day, I'm happy that I did that, because that's something that is completed, you know. And And so that's why I want to, and also going to put out the gospel EP next year, by the end of next year. And I want to definitely get some songs out there to you this year from the EP. And I'll announce it and such like that. And then I'm going to also do a video in regards to that as well. Not exactly sure when the video going to come out, so I'm going to try to have the music and the video come out within, I want to say, a week of each other. So if the music come out this week, the video come out the following week. So that's what I want. So I'm trying to get everything organized so that I can be ready for that. So when that happens, you know. I'm sorry about the long delay on the gospel EP. It just was so rough trying to get it all together. The pandemic didn't help. The pandemic didn't help either. But it was just so rough trying to get it all together, get it situated, get it mapped out and everything, and then decide, okay, this is what I want, and this, I don't want that, this is what I want, oh, I don't want that, this is what, you see what I'm saying? It's so just like, but and also juggle that with, you know, me doing acting and such like that, and doing YouTube videos. And that's why I combine the YouTube video and the podcast as one, because it's easier for me to do it that way, and I can, you know, keep it together and flow forward with it. And it's hard to, you know, appease everybody, you know, so I'm gonna always have someone mad at me for one thing or another. But I try to do the best I can so that you can enjoy my content, from YouTube to podcast to music to acting, the whole nine. Okay. And in all honesty, whichever one gains traction is the one I'm going to focus on, because I still need to provide a living, if you would, you know, for myself and family and everything, potential family, whatever. But that's neither here nor there. I'm babbling right now. Like, what is he talking about? I don't know. So y'all have a wonderful day. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for taking time out of your day to play me, whether it's in the background as you do things, or whether it's listening to me in your car, or whether it's just listening to me, period. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate you. And thank you. And so be encouraged. You know, keep your head up. Keep moving forward. Keep striving forward. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's it. Until next time.